let's queer up politics. Participants in PFLAG event at the Capitol claim mistreatment from Rick Scott and Ted Cruz staffers. Participants in PFLAG's Lobby Day, who recently met at the congressional offices of members representing their states and districts, said they were mistreated by aides for Republican U.S. Senators Rick Scott and Ted Cruz. By contrast, after the opening meeting of PFLAG's National Convention, the participants said that staff for other members, including other Republicans who include U.S. Reps Aaron Bean and Beth Van Dyne and U.S. Senator John Cornyn, were positive, affirming, and respectful. Cindy Hill Nobles, president of PFLAG Jacksonville, stated how she got incensed when an aide in Scott's office openly smirked, while she recounted how her son once contemplated suicide because he was bullied extensively after coming out as gay in 4th grade. She said the staffer accused her of trying to put porn in the hands of children after she told him about the banned books club that she formed with the local church to offer better access to stories with LGBTQ plus characters and narratives that might mitigate bullying and potentially spare other children and families from the pain hers had survived. Scott's communications director, McKinley Lewis, who was not in attendance, addressed Hill Noble's account of the meeting in an emailed statement saying the claims are not true. I think that it is horribly disrespectful when you have constituents, whether they're meeting with the elected official or aides, that get openly mocked. And this is such an important issue. She was speaking about her son's contemplation of suicide, and the aide was smirking. It's really disgusting, and it's a very, very sad state of where some of our politicians stand. I mean, several of the Republicans they met with were able to hear their stories with empathy and respect. And it's just ridiculous how others feel that, that
they can treat somebody like that. Yeah.
Openly mock them.
Well, I mean, but look who they work for, Cindy. They work for healthcare fraud, and confuse Mr. Cruz. I mean, seriously, they work for these a-holes. Of course they're going to act like that, There's nothing worse than a parent that fears their child might kill themselves when they're not looking. Can you I can't imagine that feeling. I can't. And you're going to go and smirk at her while she tells you that?
They have a responsibility to hide that disdain, even if they feel it.
Yes.
Safe Schools took kids up to Tallahassee last February, not this February, but February 2022, when Don't Say Gay was being originally discussed and debated. And we took kids around Capitol Hill, and they met with different legislators. And we went to the office of the sponsor of the bill, the House sponsor of the bill, whose name escapes me right now. But he was too busy to meet with the kids, so he sent out an aide who was quite pleasant.
Not the guy who got arrested recently, right?
Well, there's an end to this story.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, but what I was going to say is he was too busy to meet with the kids, so he sent out an aide. Aide was very pleasant, but we weren't out of his office and back toward our bus 20 minutes when he was snarkily tweeting Safe Schools, saying snarky stuff about the kids and stuff. And it God. Just, I mean, it's like, wow, dude, you're so busy that you couldn't meet with us, but not so busy
that you can't
post about it.
Tweeting kids. But the story does end happily. He was sentenced to prison earlier this month.
Yay.
So,
good.
Yeah.
That's such an interesting happy ending.
Right. Go to jail.
There are so many kids out there that these aides will never meet.
Right.
But they'll still be smirking.
Exactly.
These are heartless people. They don't care. You know what a dead kid means to a Republican? It means one less person they're going to have to counter their vote. That's all they care about. Yeah. And, we say change is generational. Steve, I don't know, can we bring back that last image of the aide that was supposedly smirking for one of the people? Yeah.
He looks so gay.
My
God, Cindy.
No, that is, and I don't want to be too disrespectful here, to our Jewish community. That's the Hitler Youth. That is the next generation of evil people that are going to push these policies forward. This guy should be standing on a stage singing "Tomorrow Belongs to Me" in a production of Cabaret, because that's all the good he is worth.
I think he's horrible, but I think
I'm going
I
would probably use some different words there.
There's too much division in our country already to go and make blanket statements that all Republicans are going to be happy with a dead child and that is going to counter their vote. I will disagree with that. There are people who are unable to be compassionate, and there are other people who just don't know, and they need to be educated. They exist, and we need to honor that. And we don't need to make blanket statements that put an entire population, 50% of our population, in a negative category, because not all Republicans are against us.
Absolutely.
Not all Democrats are for us.
Right.
Yeah.
And if we don't acknowledge that, we're going to continue to add to the division, and that is irresponsible on our platforms. We have to make sure we honor this. Yes, their policies are not fair. I do not agree with them. As a general statement and blanket, I do think that they have problems, but I do not think that Democrats are here to save the day, and I don't think Republicans are here to kill us. It's going to take the silent majority to step up and get out there and vote. That's who's hurting us the most.
Right.
So actually, if you do care about dead children, get out there and vote, please.
Or even better, Jacob, run for office.
Run for
good
office.
sir.